Today, we want to share with you a fun idea for surprising a loved one this Valentine's Day. We will show you how to create a unique cast of your hands. You'll need 2 hand cast kits by VS Company, buckets, a scale, and something to mix. We used a drill and attached a mixing paddle. First, you will need to measure how much alginate you need to prepare. Fill a bucket with some water and dip your hands into it. You want your hands to be completely covered in water. Now you know how much alginate you will have to mix. For measuring the alginate powder, it's best to use a scale since it's more precise than a measuring cup. Mix the water and the alginate. You need to be really fast doing this part, because the alginate hardens within a couple of minutes. The mixture should be smooth, but a couple of clumps are no problem. Since we used a bigger bucket for the mixing part, we are now transferring the alginate into the smaller bucket. And now, the moment of truth. Decide on your hand pose and dip your hands all the way into the alginate. If something spills, don't worry, it's super easy to clean it afterwards. Wiggle your hands inside the mixture so that the alginate can cover your hands as good as possible. After that, you have to hold completely still for a couple of minutes. The alginate will change from pink to a white color in about 5 minutes, and that's how you know it has hardened completely. Now you can carefully remove your hands one after the other. Start by peeling off the alginate on your underarm first. After that, you can carefully wiggle your hand back and forth and you are free again. Next, you want to fill up the cast with some water. Like this, you can find out how much plaster you will need to prepare. We are using a plaster called Form Yips. This yips dries really hard and really quickly and turns into a nice white color. Blend together the water and the plaster until you have a creamy yet runny consistency. Now, fill about 1/3 of the cast with the plaster from quite high above and a thin beam. Then, slam on the bucket several times and knock it on the table. This helps prevent air bubbles and makes the plaster fill up even the smallest gaps. After that, you can fill up the rest of the cast and repeat the slamming and knocking part. Now you will have to wait for the plaster to harden. We waited about 12 hours just to be sure. Once it has completely hardened, the best part begins. Carefully remove the inside of the bucket and pick away the alginate. Now you can perfect some details using a knife. For the details, you can also use some sandpaper. If you also want to try out this fun project, you'll find all the products you need listed below in the info box. Have fun!